So I am going to make a video. I'm gonna make a video where, as you can see in my room, I still have to clean and organize things, and I am doing my chores, but gotten a little bit better. But it's a struggle. It's a struggle. But I am trying to consistently eat properly and, wash my dishes. I'm trying, and it's getting better. Such a, I feel like we're living on a prison planet. To me, the greatest singular indicator that we're living on a prison planet is nature. Nature. Look at nature. Look at the animals killing, eating each other. To me, that tells me that whoever created this world just doesn't care about those animals, and by extension us. Why would you create animals that can suffer and in such horrible ways? That to me is the greatest singular indicator that the creators of this planet, and I do believe there are creators, I don't think there is this evolution by natural, I don't think that's going on. There are these other intelligences and these aliens or whatever, aliens, um, these beings, they don't care about the suffering of the individual animals, and by extension us. And that's why they're not showing up. That's why they're not landing on the White House lawn, because they don't really care about us, and they're not interested in advancing humanity, or they are interested in maintaining the planet, the biosphere, for reasons that I don't know, and maybe humans don't have access to. And I mean, if you look at humanity, what's the thing that is like makes humans very vulnerable is that we are so easy to manipulate and control through information, knowledge. Our governments, elites do it by manipulating narratives, history. That's one way they control us. But the aliens, these non-human intelligences, they do it in a much more profound way by manipulating our perception, our minds. They can make us see things, feel things, and they control us in that psychic way, you know. And I think our ancestors, we had more of a telepathic ability, and that gave us sort of a sense of control, and made us less easy to control. But they must have done something to our genetics along the way. Maybe they tried giving humans this telepathic ability, because I think with that telepathic ability, you can control the environment, and makes us more useful workers for whatever projects they're doing. But then they realize that Humans didn't like being slaves. We wanted to be free and independent, and we rebelled, and then maybe they did the flood or whatever, and then they modified our genes so that we lost some of this telepathic ability. We can still, maybe there are some people who have more than the average human, but it's through, we are enslaved through information, knowledge, and you know why that's the governments do it, humans do it, and then maybe there are some humans who have this ability more than others, but anyway, the point is, um, that's our greatest weakness, is that we are susceptible to being controlled through information, and when it comes to these non-human beings, through this psychic control, through projecting thoughts and feelings. And I feel like a lot of these religions are psyops. Like they want us to think positively, and it's that idea of you have to, you get these religious, they try to tell you, no, you have to evolve your consciousness, you have to be a better person. I think that's like a psychological operation by these non-human beings, um, because they want us to, they want to like make us be complacent. They don't want us to rebel. They don't want us to fight for ourselves. They want us to accept the hardship, accept this, because this is like some kind of a struggle. You're by developing your character and being the good person, you know, by turning the other cheek, you're evolving your consciousness. You will get a reward in heaven if you be a good person. I think that's a psyop. In my opinion, that's a psyop. It's a way to placate humanity so humans don't fight back. Because if we fight back, we're not going to be easy to control, and then they're going to have to destroy us and restart the whole process. I think this has happened many times. I think the flood story and the Bible and all these other real, myths and histories. I think when humans rebel, what does God do? If you replace God with the aliens, we're gonna send in the flood. I think this has happened to us. That's why we don't know our history. We don't know. I think our historical record has been manipulated, has been wiped out. And that's another way to control us, because we don't know who our history is. So when you grow up and you don't know where you came from, they can just tell you, "Oh, this is your history. This is what's going on." And you know, the Library of Alexandria. What is the Vatican hiding? Who built the pyramids? How come they're finding these footprints of humans that are like hundreds of thousands of years old, or sometimes even millions of years old? What happened to us? Anyway, the point is, we're like, I feel kind of like, the way I'm approaching my life at this point is like, I feel like I'm doing prison time. I feel like this life is a prison, and I'm on planet Earth. It's a prison, and it's like, okay, I got, how much time left before I've got what, maybe 20, 30 years left, and then I'm done. And I feel like that's how I'm approaching life. It's like this prison. I mean, it's not fun. It's not inspiring, but I mean, that's how I feel about it. Having said all of that, I do believe there is something else beyond these non-human beings, these aliens, these fallen angels, these controllers of this planet, the non-human controllers of this planet. Yeah, they might not have good intentions for us, but I feel there is something else beyond them And that's the universe. It's God. God is not these beings who are like controlling us. God to me is the universe. It's this consciousness that permeates all of the universe. And that is what I want to talk about. I want to talk about belief, because I think the way you communicate with God is through belief. We have the capacity to communicate with God by belief, by believing in God or the universe or this universal consciousness, this force. And I think I wrote this a while ago. Let me talk about that. All right. So I wrote this a few days ago, I think. I want to share something very important. It's like a key to the secret of the universe, almost like something that can give you tremendous power, but not really. That's important, not really. Because it's not about power, it's about communication, it's about connection, it's not about power. I give this information to you as a gift. It's obtained from intuition. I don't want to say my intuition because that seems immodest. And I don't think this is like my unique idea. I'm sure lots of people have spoken this, and it's not like I this is the first person saying no, but I feel like this is true. I obtained this knowledge using a mode of obtaining knowledge called intuition. Why am I using obtained twice? I obtained this knowledge using a mode of accessing knowledge called intuition. Let's put it that way. The key to the universe, to unlocking all its secrets and mysteries, its inner workings, is belief. Belief. This is the ultimate secret to the universe. It's mysterious. I just don't know why it is that way. Oh, I don't know why it is that way, but it is the way it is. I really have to edit this stuff because when I read it, it sounds like, why am I writing it that way? If you want to communicate with aliens, angels, or God, you do so through belief. Belief unlocks doors, it gives you access to other realms. It's not just about manifesting the life that you want. Yeah, it's not about like positive thinking or something. It's about opening your perception, your life, to worlds that are mostly hidden from us. This is why people who are skeptical rarely, if ever, see a UFO. Their skepticism prevents them from engaging with this other realm in which some of these non-human intelligences reside. The Bible had it right. It always talks about faith. Faith is a form of belief. I think they were trying to tell us something important here. Yeah. Believing is seeing, perceiving, engaging with this conscious, intelligent cosmos. We are not alone in the most profoundest sense, in that the universe itself is alive, a living entity which we can engage with. In this way, I believe belief is the key to engaging the secrets of the cosmos. Belief opens the door to a relationship with this living universe. Yes, so even though I feel like I'm living in a prison, my salvation, if you want to call it that, is this living entity called the universe. You can call it God. I think there is something beyond the material realm, beyond aliens, beyond humans and everything. There's something else going on here. And I think we can connect to this infinite other realm. I'm not sure if that gives me much hope, to be honest. I still feel trapped in this prison, a slave to my body, not have to eat, you know. I wish I could just be free. I wish I could just fly away out of this body, be some kind of an energetic being that never feels hunger, never has any needs or wants or anything, but who can just be free. There's no fear, there's no anxiety. You can just exist in this timeless place where you're like so relaxed and calm. That's what I want. I want to be like that. I want to be that kind of free, truly free, and not having any fears, you know, just being and existing and just, you know, just can just be, and that'll be so wonderful. And I feel like I feel like the universe, or this God, this consciousness, I feel that being is like that. And I feel like we have that being in us, our consciousness is made up of that being. We're just truly free, which is why we want to be free, because we're like, this is not who we are. We're not meant to be slaves. We're meant to be free. We're meant to, because we know who we are, because we are from that being which is free and eternal. You take something that's free, eternal, and you put it in this body. It's like that being says, this is not it. We want to go back to how we are. So yeah, that's why humans want to be free, because they know that's not who they are, because we're made of this other stuff. We're on this planet, and we're in these bodies, and we're stuck here. It feels like such a drag. Such a struggle. Which is why I feel like I have to connect to God, to this cosmic being that gives me some kind of relief from this prison.